Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. I hope you all are doing well considering everything that's going on in the world right now. I am pretty excited to be filming today's video. I have been trying to film for the last couple of days now, and every time I sit down to record, something goes wrong, but so far, so good. So hopefully I can make it to the end of a video today and actually upload it for you guys. So yeah, for today, I really just want to do a super glammed look. I don't really know what colors I'm going to use yet, but yeah, I'm just gonna kind of figure it out as we go. If you aren't already, please subscribe to my channel. I have all this free time now, so I'm gonna try my best to record more videos. I get a lot of requests for tutorials, but I get really awkward in front of the camera, so sometimes it's really hard for me to sit down and record, but I'm trying my best to get, out of my comfort zone and just get over being awkward in front of the camera and just film. Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, let's just jump right into the tutorial portion. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my brows. Normally I use my Dip Brow Pomade and my Urban Decay Brow Blade, but I think I'm gonna try to do eyeshadow today. I've been really frustrated with my brows. For as long as I've been doing makeup, they just never look like how I want them to look. I'm really into just the bushy, fluffy, super thick looking brows, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I do not have super thick, fluffy, and or bushy brows. So I don't know, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna try eyeshadow, and I don't know, maybe that'll give me the look I'm hoping for, or maybe it'll be a complete train wreck. I guess we're just gonna find out. Today I'm going to be using my Morphe x James Charles palette. This is probably one of my favorite palettes that I've ever purchased, just because it's got such a good variety of colors. And every time I look at it, I just feel really inspired. So for my brows, I'm just gonna dip into this, to the darkest brown in the palette. So I went ahead and finished my brows off camera because I was having a really difficult time with them. I'm just gonna accept how they turned out. I cleaned my brows and primed my lids using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, which is my favorite concealer to use for my eyelids and as an eyeshadow base. So I think I'm really feeling these colors in the center. So I'm gonna start off using this shade right here, and I'm just gonna take a Morphe M456 brush, which is just like that, and I am going to apply that shade on my crease. And I'm just gonna keep applying it until it is nice and dark. Alright, and then I want to make this look really dramatic, so I'm just going to start pulling this shade towards the outer portion of my eye. And then using the same brush, I'm going to dip into this shade right here. And I'm just applying that on top of the first shade. And then I'm going to also start blending this upward. Alright, I'm gonna go back into that first shade and then take that a little higher. And then into the second shade and just repeating the process of applying that on top. So I'm gonna take a Morphe M433, which is just a bigger blending brush. And then I'm gonna tap into the shade right here. Just gonna apply that on top of that second shade and then start blending that up towards my brow bone. And then again, just really smoking it out. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I keep repeating the process, and the reason I do that is because I really want to make sure I'm getting a nice clean blend, and this is the way that works for me. It's definitely tedious, but it has been the most successful for me. And then just taking that really big blending brush and then going over that and making sure it's blended out. Alright, so I'm going to go back into that first shade again, and I'm just now going to take this on the outer corner of my eye. And I'm going to just start packing that on and then connecting it to that wing we've already created. Going into my transition shade and then blending that out so there aren't any harsh edges. So next I'm going to take a MAC 219S, which is just more of a tapered brush. And I'm going to dip into the black eyeshadow. And I'm just going to be applying this in my crease. And then going back into the Morphe M456 and that first shade, and then blending that black that we just applied out. Actually, not really liking the black with these shades. I'm going to be grabbing the darkest brown in the palette, again with that same brush, and I'm just gonna start applying that above my crease. Now I'm just going to start pulling this towards the outer corner of my eye and creating a wing, but I'm not going as far out as I did with the other shades. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease, and as usual I'm going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I'm just going to apply some to the back of my hand. I am going to be taking this flat tipped concealer brush. I'm just going to pack that on really nicely. And then I think I'm just going to go halfway. But yeah, I'm just going to start cutting the crease and see where that takes us. And then I'm pulling the concealer just down towards the outer corner of my eye. Okay, so now taking a Morphe M124, a nice flat shadow brush, I am going to take the darkest shimmer I can find in the palette, and that's going to be this bottom bronzy shade right there. And I think I'm going to mix out the shade right next to it just to kind of see what that gets me. And I am going to be applying that on the outer part of the crease. Next, I'm going to go into this gold shimmer, and I'm just going to apply that on the inner portion of my eye. So I'm just going to go back into the matte colors that I've been using. So again, just taking the darkest brown in the palette, and I am going to apply that on the outer corner of my eye and then start blending that up towards my crease. And then I'm also going to start taking that towards the inner corner of my eye, but just staying along the lash line. And then I'm going to take the black shadow on just a nice tapered blending brush. This one is the Morphe M506. And I'm going to apply that on the outer corner of my eye as well. Connecting it to the crease and then pulling it out. Alright, and that is the eye look. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera and then I'll be back. So for foundation, I'm going to be using the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation in the shade LN6. So before I apply my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and smoke out my bottom lash. I do this before concealer because I crease a lot under my eyelids, and so I try not to apply a whole lot of concealer. Use what's already on the brush to smoke out my lash line. Okay, so now that my lower lash line has been smoked out, I'm going to be using my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 10. And then I'm also going to apply my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fairest. Okay, so in order to save time and make this video as short as possible, I went ahead and just did the rest of my face and applied false lashes. I am wearing the brand Cavalli lash in the shade MOCHI, which I found them on Instagram and absolutely love their eyelashes, so that is what I'm wearing. I will make sure to list the products that I did use on the rest of my face in the description down below. Yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for some of you guys. If you guys do recreate this look, make sure to tag me on Instagram. I will leave my social media information down below as well. Yeah, so I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!